Before we start the video, this video is not made for kids. It's for older fans of the show and adults only. Now shut the fuck up before a fucking boulder's coming for here! The Culdee Fell Boulder problem. Up on Culdee Fell, there were many rocks, crags, cliffs and many rock formations which passengers and hikers alike marvelled at as they made their way up to the summit of Culdee Fell. But the most spectacular and strangest of all is a big round boulder. It had stood for many years, but recently it was coming loose. One morning, Wolfgang pulled into Kirk Machen, where Culdee was waiting.
Servus! Was Neues vom Berg? Ach, hallo Wolfgang. Ja, alles ist in Ordnung. Aber es gibt ein großer Felsblock da oben. Wolfgang thought. Ich denke, ich habe davon gehört.
Wilfred, who came down from the mountain, pulled it alongside.
Natürlich. Es ist sehr seltsam. Es ist zwar ein Felsblock, aber Felsblöcke sind normalerweise nicht rund. Und ich glaube, dass sogar nicht mehr sicher ist. Warum? Die Schutzfelsen sind verschwunden. Auf Gründe, die wir nicht kennen.
The guard blew his whistle, and it was time for Wolfgang to leave. Wolfgang's driver was skeptical at the whole boulder being dangerous thing.
Mach dir keine Sorgen, Wolfgang. Es ist eher eine Steinabscheulichkeit auf dem Berg. Sie kümmern sich darum. Aber was, wenn es stimmt?
Wolfgang was worried. Patrick came in.
We talking about that boulder again? There's nothing wrong with it. I went up just now and it was still in place. That may be true, replied Wilfred, but the protective stones surrounding the boulder have disappeared.
We don't know why, added Culdee. Would it be the weather or tourists stealing them?
Peh! You're going something a boiler. Get a grip on reality.
Well, I'll be inspecting the line later, said Wilfred, and we will be inspecting that boulder. And Wilfred left. That afternoon, Wilfred went up with the inspection train to inspect the boulder. Workmen looked at the loosening boulder. It would be an idea if we installed security cameras to see why the stones are disappearing. Wilfred was doubtful if it would do much, and moreover, would the CCTV cameras arrive in time before it was too late? Is it too little too late? Asked Wilfred. The workman didn't reply, but somehow Wilfred would be proven right. The CCTV cameras wouldn't come for a few days, being shipped over from Spain, but more of the safety rocks disappeared, and with some rainfall the next day, come the day afterwards, the boulder was teetering on the edge of falling off. Alaric and his Montreusian crew came up the mountain to inspect the boulder, and to their shock, there were less of the stones, and the boulder wasn't safe anymore.
Bon sang! Ce rocher n'est pas sécurisé. C'est trop dangereux. Il faut que nous fermions la ligne. Mais il y a un autre train qui monte la montagne. Je crois que c'est Wilfred.
Then the boulder began to move. Gradually at first, then it came faster and faster. Alaric couldn't believe his eyes.
Oh no! Attention! Alertez la gare inférieure!
boulder narrowly missed them, and then began to careen down the mountain.
Merde! J'étais presque tué!
Alaric followed the boulder down. Alaric's driver Gaston gave the alert over the radio.
Close the lane now! The boulder is running loose!
Wilfred was waiting at Devil's Back for Alaric to come down before he could proceed. The radio transmission came quickly. Wilfred could not believe his eyes as the boulder came into view.
So it is!
Boulder rushed past, missing Wilfred, causing damage in its way.
Zum Glück, dass niemanden verletzt war. Vielleicht.
Culdee was at Skarloey Road waiting for his crew who were on the telephone about the boulder, when all of a sudden, Boulder came into view.
Oh no! It's coming on our line!
Then, it happened.
You fucking bastard!
Culdee would be getting help for some time. Hikers could not believe their eyes as they saw the boulder tear down the mountain. Meanwhile, at Kirk Machen, Wolfgang pulled in with the mountain flyer.
Ein Plan mit Sicherheit. Ich gehe aufs Klo.
As Georg left Wolfgang's cab, he couldn't imagine the commotion that was going on at the Culdee Fell Railway, nor could Wolfgang. While Wolfgang waited, he heard a faint rumbling. Then Eric rushed in.
Es kommt! Was? Der Felsblock! Ich muss abhauen!
The rumble of the boulder grew louder and louder as it came into view. Georg had just come out the toilet when...
Heilige Maria, der Felsblock ist gekommen! Es kommt gerade für mich!
Then the boulder came to a stop.
Gott sei Dank!
Georg said no more as he went towards Wolfgang, who had seen everything and was shaken. The guard blew his whistle and Wolfgang left. Wolfgang later found the Fat Controller and told him what had happened. What could we do? We can't use a crane because of the wires. I'm aware of that, replied the Fat Controller. And what? The border will have to be broken up with a controlled explosion.
A controlled explosion? Said Wolfgang in disbelief. Was zum Teufel?
The Fat Controller explained. It was the only way to remove the boulder. Wolfgang felt sad. I can't help but feel it has a soul. But the Fat Controller had turned away and was making arrangements. A few days later, the demolition experts had come, while repairs to the line were underway. Culdee looked back with Patrick.
The end of a boulder! The end of a monster!
I think it's more like the destruction of a soul, said Culdee thoughtfully.
Pah! Scoffed Patrick. Don't go soft in the boiler like Wolfgang. He said the same nonsense.
But they were interrupted as the foreman told them to get clear. Right, explosion in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the explosion happened. The boulder was no more, as its pieces were loaded onto trucks and were taken away to the Sodor Museum for preservation. Some pieces of the boulder were even donated to a museum in Saitama, Japan. Culdee and Wolfgang, however, felt sad.
Vielleicht war es tatsächlich eine Seele, die getötet wurde.
As they felt that where the boulder once stood, its soul remained, lost, alone. But I suppose we won't know for sure. Don't you?